Hi there and welcome to this week's Golf Equipment Q&A with Frank Thomas. Frank's going to answer all your golf equipment questions.
Well, not all of them, I'll try.
He's very good. He's got the answers to all the questions. But first up, we'd like to really thank all the frog ambassadors who have been rallying around the cause to have frogs hopping worldwide. So thanks to all of them. And we thought it would be useful for those of you who haven't yet signed up or bought a frog putter to just learn a little bit more about it. So over to you, Frank, designer of the frog.
Well, I'd like to just be very brief, just to show you how it's made. It's made out of a block of 6061 aluminum. This is aircraft quality aluminum, and that's machined out to eventually look like this. You see, this is how it's machined out, and it's made in exactly the proportions we want. And then what happens is there are two cavities in the back, and that allows us to insert the tungsten weights. The tungsten weights weigh almost as much as the rest of the head itself, and allows us to move the center of gravity back and low, and the split weight technology is something that we developed. So that's how the frog is made. And then obviously we can color it to different colors. We can anodize it to make it pink, black, or green. So that's one of the features. And then eventually we'll shaft it, and there it is. And if you look at it this way, you'll see why we called it the frog.
Ribbit, ribbit.
Try it. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it.
No, absolutely. Well, first up this week we had a question from Tom regarding adjustable drivers. Frank, what are the advantages of adjustable drivers?
Well, some of the adjustable drivers we have now will adjust into 8 or 9 or 10 different positions, and then if you use the weights as well, up to 26. Wow. It's adding cost to the club. It's very much more complex than the people who are promoting it claim. You cannot adjust all of the variables independently. So if you have to open the face a little bit, you'll also change the loft. There's an example. But I do think that it allows you an opportunity to adjust the driver, or somebody to help you adjust the driver. But once you've got it adjusted to exactly where you want it, then live with that. Don't try and mess with it.
Yeah, stick with a good thing once you have it. Second up, we had two questions actually from Chris and Keith regarding shaft flex. And just quickly, Frank, can you give me a summary of what to look for with shaft flex when you're selecting your shaft flex?
Yeah, well, in most cases, people have shaft flexes that are too stiff for them. Now, I think in Keith's case, he had a swing speed of about 95 miles an hour, and that would normally say he's in the stiff flex range, ready to get into the stiff flex range. And he unfortunately picked up a driver that was a regular flex and found out his mistake. He slowed down and he hit some of the straightest, longest drives he'd ever hit. So there's an example of where we are actually choosing or selecting clubs that are too stiff for us. Now, Chris, on the other hand, he decided that his swing speed is right up there at about 100 to 113 miles an hour. That's almost on the edge of an X-flex shaft, but he wanted to know whether he should change in the middle of the season because his swing speed increased. And I'm saying, no, please don't do that. Rather, just slow your swing down, learn from what Keith has said, and don't mess with it in the middle of the season. Just slow down. We all trying to hit the ball too hard, and we're fighting clubs that are too stiff. So generally move down to the next flex and slow down.
Sometimes that happens when you're trying too hard. It just doesn't happen for you. Whereas if you just relax and let it happen,
absolutely,
you get great results.
Absolutely, your timing is very important.
Well, thanks for tuning in this week, and we look forward to coming back to you next week with all great info as usual from Frank.
and if you have any feedback, please provide it. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you.